transboundary diagnostic analysis comes the development of the strategic action program, which is a set of national action plans and binational action plans which help to solve the problems. Now, this project had a previous phase where a TDA and a SAP was generated, and the SAP, the Strategic Action Program, was not approved by the two governments. It was not approved because it was not developed via a participatory process. And I think that's very interesting because unless we do have buy-in from all the sectors, there's no way we can put into effect this action program. The timescale was a 5-year project. We are effectively 2 years into the project, but we faced a number of delays because of the sensitive nature of the marine border dispute, which is ongoing at the moment in the International Court of Justice at The Hague. A decision on that will come June this year. Some of the marine spatial planning tools we're using include MarkSan, which is free software developed in Australia, and SeaSketch, which has been developed here in the States, as very good mechanisms of allowing the people who are participating in the process to visualize the problem. And when I say that, I mean that you can bring to the table people, or not, you don't even have to bring them to the table. They can go online and they can use SeaSketch, for example, to see where the shipping routes are, where the oil exploitation is going on, where the fishing grounds are, where the new port developments are going to be, and people can put their own sketch onto this plan and then discuss online with other folk, and it's particularly useful. And just as an example of that, fisher folk in Peru, have been asking the government for areas, seabed resource management areas, TERPs. And what they do is to collect macroalgae that have drifted onto the beach, and they collect the algae and they process it, they sun-dry it, and then it's sold typically to China for various byproducts. Now, the scientists say, well, hang on a minute, when you're removing these nutrients from the beach, you are affecting the local ecosystem, because those nutrients are then recycled, and if you are continuously removing them, although you're not cutting the kelp in the kelp bed, you are only collecting the material which ends up on the beach. Even so, that process may reduce the amount of nutrients which are being recycled, which are required for some of the marine bivalves which live in the system. So by portraying or talking to in this case, the fisher folk, through this participatory process, you can gradually get people to understand better what is going on and how to improve the planning process. We're a couple of years, we're effectively only 1 year really into the process, so we have a couple of, we have one MarkSan map created for Peru, and going through a similar process for Chile. Fortunately, the scientists in both countries are willing to cooperate, and a lot of the experience on seabed resource management, which has been gathered in Chile, will be made useful for the Peruvians, because approximately 50% of the work in seabed resource management in Chile has failed. So it's useful to look at the failures and to avoid making the same mistake. Thank you. I'll leave it there.
Thank you, Michael, and thanks to all four, five presenting very specific and distinct examples of GM intervention into LME. I think there were a lot of information and insight which we appreciate. But before we get to our discussion, I'm sure we'll provoke a large discussion. I would like to give an opportunity to audience to, I think, impose 3-4 questions altogether to the panelists to quickly answer them, not to lose the let's say, the pace of the discussion and then come will be really provocative, will create another round of discussion. So can I get